I'm standing in front of 50 people at my wife's company award ceremony right now. She's on stage, about to receive Marketing Executive of the Year. She has no idea I'm here. She has no idea what I'm about to do. And she definitely has no idea that in the next 5 minutes, her entire world is going to burn to the ground. Let me back up 3 weeks. Hashtag the text message that started it all. 3 weeks ago, my wife Jennifer's phone buzzed on the kitchen counter while she was in the shower. The preview flashed across the screen. Last night was incredible. When can I have you again? R. I picked up her phone. No hesitation. Something in my gut told me to look. The message disappeared, locked behind her passcode. But I'd seen enough. When she came out wrapped in a towel, I smiled. Who's R? She didn't even flinch. Rachel from work. We're planning the quarterly marketing event. She lied to my face without a single tell. That's when I knew this wasn't new. She'd been doing this long enough to be good at it. I nodded, kissed her forehead, and went to work. But I didn't go to my office. I went straight to a tech specialist who owed me a favor. I need to clone my wife's phone. Everything. Texts, emails, deleted messages, location history. All of it. 2 hours later, I had it. Every dirty secret downloaded onto a hard drive. Hashtag what I found made me want to destroy her. I sat in my car in an empty parking garage and opened the files. Within 10 minutes, I wanted to vomit. Within 30 minutes, I wanted blood. She'd been cheating with her boss, Richard, for 2 years. 2 years. But it wasn't just an affair. They had a whole other life together. Weekend trips to his cabin while I thought she was at conferences. Intimate dinners at expensive restaurants I'd never been able to afford, paid for with company expense accounts. Photos of them together that she'd never delete, keeping them like trophies. But the messages were what killed me. My husband is so pathetic. He actually believes I'm working late, faced with tears of joy. He asked if I wanted to try for a baby. I had to pretend I was interested. Can you imagine? Don't worry about him finding out. I always win. He's too weak to ever leave me anyway. I always win. I sat there in my car, shaking with rage. Not just heartbreak. Pure, cold fury. She didn't just cheat. She humiliated me. Mocked me. Treated our entire marriage like a joke while parading around with her boss. Right then, I made a decision. I wasn't going to just divorce her. I was going to annihilate every part of the life she'd built on lies. Hashtag phase 1, gathering the nuclear arsenal. I spent the next 2 weeks building my case, but not for divorce court. That was too easy. Too private. No, I wanted public destruction. First, I contacted Richard's wife, Margaret. Yes, he was married too. 23 years, 3 kids. I sent her an anonymous email with a single photo of Richard and Jennifer kissing in his car, along with a link to a cloud folder. Your husband's affair. Everything is documented here. Dates, hotels, messages. I'm the other betrayed spouse. I thought you should know before I go public. Margaret's response came within an hour. Thank you. I'm filing for divorce. And I'm contacting the company's board of directors. Richard supervises Jennifer. This is a violation of company ethics policy. They're both finished. Perfect. Next, I contacted a professional videographer. I need you to film an event for me. High quality. Multiple angles. I'll pay triple your rate. Then I reached out to Jennifer's company's HR director under the guise of being a concerned employee who'd witnessed inappropriate behavior. I provided enough detail to trigger an internal investigation, but not enough to warn Jennifer or Richard. I wanted them comfortable, unsuspecting. I also contacted every single person who would be at Jennifer's award ceremony. Her parents, her sister, her best friends, my family, our neighbors. I sent each of them a calendar invite for the ceremony with a simple message: please attend. Something important will be revealed about Jennifer. You deserve to know the truth. 47 people confirmed. Finally, I paid a friend who worked in AV at the hotel where the ceremony was being held. I need access to the presentation system. I need to be able to override their screen at any moment and display my own content. Can you do that? He could. Everything was in place. ## Phase 2, the ceremony begins. The night of the ceremony, I dressed in my best suit and arrived early. Jennifer had no idea I was coming. She told me the event was employees only, and I pretended to believe her. In reality, it was open to families, but she wanted me nowhere near her professional life where Richard existed. I sat in the back row. Around me, people I'd invited were filing in, confused but curious. Jennifer's parents spotted me and waved. I waved back. They had no idea what was coming. Jennifer walked in wearing a dress I'd never seen before. Red, form-fitting, expensive. She looked radiant. Richard was at her side, his hand briefly touching her lower back before they separated. The gesture was casual, comfortable. They'd done this 1,000 times. She scanned the room and her eyes landed on me. I saw her face go pale, then quickly compose itself. She walked over, that fake smile plastered on. "Marcus? What are you doing here?" "Supporting my wife," I said calmly. "You're getting an award. I wanted to be here for your big moment." She looked panicked for just a second, then recovered. "That's sweet. But I thought you had that work thing." I moved it. "This is more important." Her jaw tightened but she kept smiling. "Well, I need to go prepare. We'll talk after. I'm looking forward to it." She walked away, whispering something to Richard. He glanced back at me, and I gave him a friendly wave. He looked confused but waved back. The ceremony started. Awards were given for various achievements. Junior employees got their moment. Department heads were recognized. And then came the main event. And now, for our highest honor of the evening, Marketing Executive of the Year, please welcome Jennifer Harris. The room erupted in applause. Jennifer walked to the stage, beaming. She accepted the crystal trophy, posed for photos, and stepped up to the microphone. "Thank you so much. This award means everything to me. I've worked so hard to get here, and I couldn't have done it without the support of this incredible company, my amazing team, and..." That's when I stood up. And her boss, who she's been sleeping with for 2 years. The room went dead silent. Every head turned to me. Jennifer's face went white. "Marcus, sit down. You're embarrassing yourself." "No, Jennifer. I'm embarrassing you." I pulled out a remote control and clicked it. My friend in AV had done his job perfectly. The screen behind Jennifer went black, then lit up with a new image. It was a text conversation between Jennifer and Richard. The messages scrolled across the screen, blown up 10 feet high for everyone to see. "I can't wait to have you again. Your husband is working late again. He always is. He's so predictable. I told him I had a team dinner. He believed it immediately. You're terrible. I love it. Room 412, Riverside Hotel, 7 p.m. I'll be there. Don't keep me waiting. The room gasped. I clicked again. Another conversation appeared. My husband wants to have a baby. What do I even say to that? Tell him you're not ready. Meanwhile, we can practice making one winking face. LOL, you're awful. He has no idea I'm on birth control. He thinks we're trying. Jennifer was screaming now. Turn it off. Turn it off. But the screen kept going. Photos appeared next. Jennifer and Richard at his cabin. At restaurants. In his car. At hotels. Each image time-stamped and geotagged, showing the elaborate web of lies. Then came the final message, the one I'd been saving. What if he finds out? He won't. And even if he does, so what? I always win. He's too weak to leave me. Too boring to find anyone else. I could cheat on him openly and he'd still stay. That's how pathetic he is. I always win. The room was in chaos. People were shouting. Jennifer's mother was crying. Her father looked like he wanted to kill someone. Richard had stood up and was trying to leave, but Margaret, his wife, had just walked through the door, blocking his exit. Going somewhere, Richard? Margaret's voice cut through the noise. ## Phase 3, Total Annihilation. Jennifer ran off the stage toward me, mascara running down her face. How could you do this? You've humiliated me. I humiliated you. I laughed, cold and hard. You humiliated yourself. I just made sure everyone knew about it. The company's CEO, who'd been sitting in the front row, stood up. Security, please escort Ms. Harris and Mr. Richardson from the building. They're both terminated effective immediately. We'll be conducting a full investigation into ethics violations, misuse of company funds, and potential fraud. Jennifer's legs nearly gave out. You can't fire me. I just won an award. An award you won while violating every ethics policy this company has, the CEO said coldly. You're done here. Both of you. Security moved in. Jennifer tried to grab my arm. Marcus, please. We can fix this. I made a mistake. Please don't do this to me. A mistake is forgetting to buy milk. This was a choice. 2 years of choices. And you said I was too weak to leave you. You said you always win. I leaned in close. How's that working out for you? She was escorted out, sobbing, her trophy forgotten on the stage. But I wasn't done. ## Phase 4, the aftermath gets worse. Over the next 72 hours, Jennifer's life completely fell apart. The video of the ceremony went viral within her professional network. Someone recorded it on their phone and posted it. Within a day, it had 500,000 views. Marketing executives across the industry saw it. Her professional reputation was obliterated. The company's investigation revealed that Richard had approved Jennifer's promotions and raises despite her underperforming colleagues outranking her in metrics. Nepotism. Fraud. The company threatened legal action to recover the salary differences. Richard's wife Margaret filed for divorce and took him for everything in their prenup. His kids refused to speak to him. Jennifer's parents were so disgusted they told her not to come home. Her sister blocked her number. Her friends abandoned her one by one as the full scope of her lies and mocking messages about them came out. She'd talked badly about everyone in her life to Richard. She had to move into a studio apartment across town. No references. No job prospects. Every interview she went to, the hiring managers had seen the video. Her career in marketing was over. The divorce was finalized in record time. With evidence of adultery and financial deception, I kept the house, my retirement accounts, and everything except what the law required I give her. She got 20% of the liquid assets and nothing else. Last I heard, she's working retail at a mall, living paycheck to paycheck, trying to rebuild a life from ashes. Richard fared no better. Fired, divorced, estranged from his children, and blacklisted in the industry. Hashtag the victory. 6 months later, I'm sitting in my house, our house, which is now just mine. I've redecorated. Thrown out everything that reminded me of her. I started dating someone new, a woman who's honest and kind and everything Jennifer pretended to be. My life isn't perfect, but it's real. It's mine. And it's built on truth instead of lies. Jennifer sent me an email last week. Just 3 words, "I'm so sorry." I deleted it without responding. She said she always wins. She was wrong. People who win through lies and manipulation aren't winners. They're just players in a game that eventually catches up to them. I didn't just expose her cheating. I destroyed the entire false empire she'd built. Her career, her reputation, her relationships, her confidence, everything. She lost it all in one night because she underestimated the weak, pathetic husband she thought she could mock forever. So did she win today? Did the woman who said she always wins come out on top? No. She lost everything. And I took back my life. If you're dealing with a cheating spouse, here's what I learned: don't just get even. Get strategic. Make it count. Expose the truth so completely that they can never manipulate anyone again. And walk away knowing you stood up for yourself when it mattered most. She said she always wins. But today, and every day since, she learned that karma doesn't lose. Ever. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you want more real stories about justice and revenge. Drop a comment telling me what you would have done. And remember, the truth is the most brutal weapon you'll ever need. Until next time.